Hi there, it's Anna from Inspiration Playground, and today I'm going to show you how to heat emboss on vellum. So I'm doing this in preparation for a Mother's Day card in a box that I've made, and all of the flowers were heat embossed on the vellum just to give that different look. So I'm going to start with my flower shop stamp set. Now I'm going to use this one here because it matches easily with this one here, and I want the flowers to have a little bit of dimension. So I'm just going to get out the stamp that I'm going to use. Now, as you've seen on my previous videos, the flower shop punch can be quite tricky because it's different shaped petals as flowers are. So I have marked my stamps which way to put them up, just so it's easier and quicker for me when I am preparing for a class or making cards for an order. So I've got my Versamark ink, which I'm going to use for my embossing, and I've got my crushed curry embossing powder. Now, I know that that is retiring for the next catalogue, but you can use any kind of embossing powder on the vellum. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is use my Versamark, making sure my arrow is facing up so it's easy to cut. Just going to stamp my flower images, and I'll do maybe 3. Okay, so the next thing I've got is just a plain white piece of photocopy paper because I'm going to put that underneath. Now, I'm not the neatest embosser by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm self-taught, so I'm sure that there are better ways to emboss. However, this is what works for me, so that's why I'm sharing it. Okay, so just what I'm going to do is just sprinkle my embossing powder there, and just make sure you're over your A4 piece of paper so you can put any that falls off onto back into the jar. Okay, and then we'll just put it back in. Okay, then I'd like to just give it an just blow on it just to get any extra powder off. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll just pop that back in there and put that aside. Now, with my heat gun, I don't want to hold it too close to the paper. And what I actually do is I hold the vellum on an angle. Okay, so this is probably a good 30 centimeters, 20 to 30 centimeters away. And hopefully you will be able to see it emboss. Put it down, it might be easier. Okay, so you can see it starting to emboss there. Just make sure you don't get your heat gun too close. Okay, because it will warp the vellum just like any other paper. Okay, so when you think you're done, just hold the vellum in the light, because you can usually see if there's pieces that haven't quite been melted. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab my paper trimmer and just chop it down there, and I'll just grab my flower punch and we'll just line it up and just chop them out. punch them out, I should say. Okay, so that's your bottom layer. So there are your bottom ones. So what we'll do next is we'll do the next layer with the smaller flower. So in the petite petals, and just get the little one. And with, okay, so on your Versamark, and just put 3. Okay, and then crushed curry, or whatever your colour like, whatever colour you like, embossing powder. Okay, so it's a good idea when you're embossing, this might sound very basic, but make sure your fan in your room is not on, the windows aren't blowing a breeze through, because that will make things a whole lot trickier for you. So again, with my just not holding it too close, or it will warp the vellum. Okay, so I'll just check that in the light and they all look fine. And then I'll use my little petals punch to punch these out as well. Okay, so now all we need to do is build the flower. So to do that, I'm going to use some dimensionals, and I always put it on the back of the smallest piece first, and then onto that one. And then the last one. Okay. And then you can just finish them off one of the rhinestones. Okay. Oops. There's the last one. So there they are. The flowers on the vellum, just for that different look for your project. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.